dive on it. Okay, yay. So, welcome to New Consultant Education. And tonight we're going to go through product knowledge, you guys. So, you're going to get the lowdown skinny on every Mary Kay product that you sell. And it's going to be really fun. And it's going to be a lot of information. So, you're probably going to want a pen and paper. Kayla's got her sparkly pen with her pom pom. So, she's all ready.
Yes.
Yes, she does. And you're just gonna want to get a piece of paper because tonight your goal is really just to make a list of all the products you see that you love, that you want for half off because you get everything for half off now, or that you just want to remember what they do to best help you beauty consult. So that is what we're going to be doing tonight, ladies. And so the first thing is just what's available to you to dive on in, you guys. And so now that you're a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, part of your role is being a product ambassador, right? And what ambassador means, it just means representing something and representing it, well. And so, the most fun part, I think, is really using the products and wearing it well. And so you guys are the walking billboard for your business. See, I've got this little Mary Kay National Director popping out of this billboard. Um, and so you're the walking billboard for your business. And to put an example to this, I have a little story of mine to share with you guys really quick. One time I was sitting in a little coffee shop in a local town. I live in Connecticut, if you guys were wondering. So I'm up here in Connecticut, in little New England, sitting in this coffee shop, just like working on my Mary Kay booking and minding my own P's and Q's. And these two women are sitting next to me. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, excuse me." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, what's up?" They're like, "I love your lip color so much. Like, what color is that?" And I was like taken aback. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Mary Kay, like berry lip liner." And they were like, "Oh my goodness, like I love it. Mary Kay, I didn't even know that was still around." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a beauty consultant with them actually." So anyways, we got talking and I was like, "I would love to give you guys a free pampering session. Like, does that sound like something you'd enjoy?" Whatever I said, I don't even remember. But long story short, they came over like a month later to my house together and I was able to sell them like 500 bucks at our double facial. And if I had not been wearing,
Wow.
is that crazy? So if I hadn't been wearing my berry lip liner that day, I wouldn't have had one of my lifelong customers, one of them. She's still my customer to this day. She's so cute. And it's a really testimony. You're the walking billboard. Hey, Fatima, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We were just getting started. So that is the walkie billboard part. And you guys tonight, you got full permission to wear Mary Kay head to toe. See, we've got the eyes, we got the toes over here with the heels. If you were looking for your sign, this is your sign to throw out old products, expired products, whatever you've got in your
Already
drawers.
done.
Kayla's like, "I got you." And oh, did you connect to the audio, Teresa? Oh, sorry. She was trying. As long as you can hear us, though, right? Okay, perfect. I can read your lips a little bit, so I'm doing my best. So that is your permission, you guys. And even if you start slow, I just say start. Like when I started, I just got all the basics. I was like, I need my basic skincare, I need my basic makeup. And every time I placed an order, I got one thing for myself or two things for myself. And so then over time, I use all Mary Kay now, obviously. But that's what I did when I started. And what is available to you guys is next. So on Mary Kay In Touch, has anyone here ever raise your hand if you had the chance to look at In Touch yet? Has anyone looked at it? Teresa has. Okay, if you haven't yet, if you have, Teresa, you could probably agree with me. There's a lot of information on there, right? She's like, "Yeah, a lot." So there's a lot, but don't feel like you have to memorize it all. And with In Touch, it's really great, but it's like, where do I start, right? So tonight, I'm gonna kind of like take the products out of InTouch and I put it in like a little hour training for you guys so you can like learn about all of the products and what they do and who they're for. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. And everything is paraben and fragrance free, all of Mary Kay's products. Um, and most of them are up to Europe's ingredient standards. And if you guys didn't know, Europe's standards are like up here, and ours are like in the gutter in America. So it's really good that most of the products are up to that standard. And everything is mainly made here in the USA in Texas. Um, and Mary Kay is a family-owned, privately held company that's been around for 62 years. So since 1961, 62. I can't remember, but one of those. So that's kind of like the basis of everything, you guys, and it's also water-based, non-comedogenic. That means it won't clog your pores. And it's tested for sensitive skin. So that's kind of like the lowdown skinny. Fatima, I see you're listening, won't be able to turn on camera or chat. No worries. Girl, you're so cool at baking for an event. I love that. I just love baking. That's amazing. Okay, and so you guys, on the right, you'll see we've got that little pink dollar sign versus the purple with that big store. And you're like, what is that all about? So in Mary Kay, the products are the quality, like I just told you all about the quality. They're the quality of like top name brands, right? Like Nordstrom, Saks, Sephora, like all these high quality brands that you're like, man, to go get like a sensitive skin, non-comedogenic, water-based, paraben fragrance free like serum from Ulta would cost me like $200. But in Mary Kay, it's like 74, right? That's like our lifting serum. And the reason that is because at a store, all of the products that are they are like on a shelf. Let's just use Sephora as an example. I'm not bashing other names. I'm just using it as an example. Um, those products, like let's say Lancome, their foundation, theirs is like 57 bucks versus ours is 25. And the reason that is because in their foundation, they're taking into consideration in the price they have to pay for the building, like the brick and mortar, like the rent of like who's ever building that is. They have to pay for the employees in Sephora who are like selling it to you. They have to pay for, the packaging, and also they have to pay for like J-Lo to advertise it to you. Like they have to pay for all these ads and commercials. And so all of that goes into the cost of your one product versus in Mary Kay, we don't have any of that, right? We just have independent beauty consultants. It's direct, selling. So from consumer or buyer to consumer, right? So that's why it's so much more affordable, even though it's the same quality. So that's really great. And you guys are going to save yourself so much money. It's going to be great. So that is the base. And so tonight, what we're going to cover to get into the products first is skincare sets and supplements. And then next, we're going to go over briefly makeup consultation and tips. And then what each beauty product is and what it does. And then last cherry on top's going to be body care. And then at the end, I have some homework for you guys, okay? And so you're going to have the chance to win a prize because I don't think we should
Yay.
do, yay! I don't think we should do anything without prizes, right? So that is tonight. So make sure you're taking notes if you can. So starting off, the sets you'll sell. So in Mary Kay, you sell 6 different skincare sets, okay? Because skincare is not one size fits all. It's not. And so I'm going to show you briefly what each set is, kind of the main ingredients, benefits, who it's for, you guys, so you kind of get the lowdown skinny. So starting off, what would be more appropriate to start with than the Time Wise Miracle set, okay? So this is like the Chick-fil-A sandwich of your business. If you were opening up a Chick-fil-A instead of a Mary Kay, this would be your number one on your menu. Okay, your miracle set. So if you're thinking like if you're new, you maybe you're like I haven't even placed my first order yet, consider getting some Miracle sets because these are gonna sell like hotcakes. So the main um people that this is catered towards is gonna be people who are concerned with premature aging and preventing aging. And I like to say it's for the ages of like, 20 to 30. It's like a good range to consider. And this miracle set, it's 3 easy steps for morning and evening: cleanser, moisturizer, serum for day or night. There is an eye cream too, but in the little bag it comes in is just the 3 steps. And the main ingredients in this are going to be vitamins B3. That's like a well-known brightening superpower for your skin. And so vitamins B3 that brightens. And then it also has age-defying peptides, and those support your skin's natural like collagen and elastin production. So that's the main ingredients. And this whole thing comes in your cute, I've got one here. Comes in your cute little tote bag, and it lasts you about 3 to 4 months using it twice a day. And it retails for just 116 for the whole thing. So you guys do the math. That's only going to cost you, what is that? Like 107, 10 whatever that is. So that's pretty good. I mean 57. You guys, you're gonna learn tonight. Amelia can't do math. Anyways, that's really good. So that's the Miracle set, and that's for preventing aging. Next is the Time Wise Repair set. We joke and call this Botox in a box because that's what it does, and people love that. It's like a buzzword. Buzzwords are really great when you are in marketing or selling, like things that like get people's attention. You're like, oh, Botox in a box, sign me up. So this is the Time Wise Repair set, and this repairs aging. So I see when anyone over really the age of 30 could use this. I know Megan already uses this. She's 27. It just depends on your preference. And this has 4 simple steps for morning and evening. I actually have one of these behind me, so I'll show you guys. The first step is, I'm gonna try not to drop this, the cleanser. And then this has a lifting serum that's for your neck and your jaw. And then this has a day cream and a night cream. And then an eye cream. And this eye cream, you guys, if you want to learn really more about this, in our party outline for what to say at a skincare class or facial, it has like all the specifics of all this so you guys can learn more about it. But basically the main ingredients are like tripeptide 1, plant stem cells, and hyaluronic acid. So if you guys want to look up what those do, you can. But those are the main ingredients: plant stem cells, tripeptide 1, and hyaluronic acid. And they are great ingredients, let me tell you. So this whole set retails for 215, and it lasts you a solid 4 months. Maybe the lifting serum a little less because we're very generous with our serum. But this will last you about 4 months, and I mean it costs you half of that again. So this is about like 107.50 instead of 215. So that is the repair set. And you guys are gonna profit 107 every time, every 3 months or 4 months when Susie or your mom or who's ever buying it from you runs out of her repair set. You're gonna make that in your pocket. So you can imagine getting people on hydrofacials. That's what we use, right? So it's so beneficial for you to do that. So that's a Botox in a box. It's actually called the Voluform Time Wise Repair Set. And then next is the Naturally line. And the only thing I want to show you guys in this line is called the Naturally Nourishing Oil. We joke and call it Jesus tears because it literally, it's like that pure and amazing because it's 100% naturally derived ingredients. And it is for anyone in your life that's like really, really dry, or like they're like granola girl, if you will. Love them. My sister uses this, and she used this on her baby's head when she was born because she had like cradle capped such a dry head. So that is the miracles, I mean, the naturally nourishing oil, and it smells like sweet almond oil and sesame oil. It's like so nice. And this has the EcoCert symbol on it, so that means it's officially up to Europe standards. It's really hard to get that seal of approval on something. So that's naturally. Next is Clearproof. Spoiler alert, this is Amelia's favorite, everyone. I know you were wondering. So this is my favorite because when Mary Kay found me, I was 16 and this was my face, okay? Disgusting. Trigger warning. No, I'm just kidding. But that's my skin, and Clearproof is designed for people with acne-prone skin. And it's really designed for people with mild to moderate acne. So if someone has like cystic acne, they need to go see a doctor. But this is for someone with mild to moderate acne, really, like I had. And the main ingredients in this are benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. And I'll tell you a little bit about what those do so you could just get a general understanding. But benzoyl peroxide basically is an oxygen releasing ingredient. And so when acne forms, it forms in your clogged pore, right? So there's no oxygen in there. So P. acne bacteria, they call it, it builds. And it clogs your pore, gives you a zit. And so benzoyl peroxide puts oxygen in there, so it helps it breathe. And then salicylic acid is what will help kill the bacteria. So I say to people, I'm like, girl, these are going to be your two new best friends. I call them Benny and Sally, and they're going to be your two new best friends. People love that. And this set is great because it not only kills current acne, but it prevents future acne. So this is me in this spring, and I had no foundation on, and I still use Clearproof, I mean, every day because I don't want my acne to come back. So that is the Clearproof set, and you're supposed to start seeing results in just 7 days. This is 4 simple steps for morning and evening. It's a cleanser, a toner, an acne treatment gel, and a moisturizer. And I will say with this, if you have someone using it or if you're thinking of using it, the toner, if you don't have a breakout, you can use that with your discretion. Like I don't use the toner every day anymore because I don't have breakouts. But when I'm getting a breakout, it's my best friend. So this whole set retails for just 56 bucks, but it costs you just 25.50 or whatever, 22.50. So that is the Clearproof set. Crazy. Can't get acne skincare for let alone under $60, let alone under $30. So the next one, the last two is just the Mary Kay skincare line. This is for girlies or boys, whoever has skin, that are really super duper sensitive. So we all know that one person, like they're probably coming to mind right now that they're like, girl, I can't use anything on my face. They're like, don't even come near me. Those are like, this is what those people would use, right? So this is called the Mary Kay skincare line, and it's free of alcohols, it's free of dyes, it's free of synthetics, it's free of parabens, SLS, SLEs, all that stuff. And so it's really great for sensitive skin, and also it's really designed for people who are under 21 that don't need anti-aging skincare. So kids can use this. And has anyone ever heard of Sephora Kids before? Have you heard that term? Kayla has. Okay, if you haven't, basically it was this whole big thing that 11-year-olds were going to Sephora and like buying like brands like Drunk Elephant and like creams with retinol in them, and it literally was damaging their skin because they're too little to use it. And so this line is perfect because it's great, of course, for kids to want to take care of their skin and be clean and healthy, but we don't want them damaging it with products and ingredients they don't need yet. So the Mary Kay skincare line is really great to tell about every mom in your life that has a 12-year-old for Christmas. This is like perfect. And each item in the set is 20 bucks retail. But it costs you 10 bucks wholesale for each item. So the whole thing with 4 products is 40 bucks your cost for all 4 things. And then the last thing is called the Mary Kay Men line, MK Men. We got these cool silver bottles because it's cool. And this has a cleanser, uh, aftershave cooling gel, and facial hydrator with SPF 30 in it. So it's like a moisturizer. So it's really great for the men's in your life. So that is the skincare, you guys. Those are like the skincare sets. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat about any of the skincare lines. So next we're gonna go through the supplements and what these are. We're gonna go through them and how I've designed it, you guys. It's pretty much through like each concern. The men's line, I believe they're like 18 bucks each, I want to say. I don't have that one memorized, but they're pretty affordable. I want to say they're like 18 bucks retail. So that is that. So what we're going to go through, this is going to cover each supplement. I think of serums and masks. Skincare deals with keeping your skin healthy, moisturized, youthful. Then serums, masks, those help with targeted concerns. So if you ask someone, what's the one thing I would change about, what's the one thing you would change about your skin, Teresa? And you would be like, oh, like whatever it is. Like maybe you're like, and I'm not even looking at you. I'm just taking this off the top of my head. Let's say you're like, oh, I have wrinkles or I have dry skin. We're gonna go through what you would add in to the skincare sets and what those products are. So, to start off, clinical solutions, these are things that like dermatologists would recommend you, but for a lot less money at home. So it's the same ingredient, like we said, but they're really, really bougie. So the first thing that I want to put a huge voice to is the retinol set. And this is pure retinol, you guys. So like this is like what people get from like a dermatologist. And we have zero point 0.5 retinol. So it's 0.5, it's active retinol. And it comes with a calming restorative facial milk because retinol is really strong. So it's great to have the calming facial milk to go with it on your skin. And if you're like, I don't know the first thing about how to help people use retinol. Neither do I, but that's why the box comes with great instructions that teach them everything they need to use this properly. And my best friend's mom uses this, and she's like, Amelia, I love this stuff. I put it all over my neck. It's like smooth as a baby's butt. She's like, I'll write a testimonial about this for you, I swear. And retinol is a derivative of vitamin A, and it speeds up your skin cell turnover. That's what smooths out your wrinkles. So that's the retinol set. This retails for $120 for the facial milk and the active retinol, but it just costs you 60 bucks. So that's a steal, you guys. So that's the retinol set. The next thing is these boosters. So the first thing you're gonna do is learn how to say them, and then you're just gonna sound smart automatically because you know how to say ferulic and niacinamide and resveratrol. You're gonna be like, wow, she's a skincare girl. So the first one is called the ferulic plus niacinamide brightener. For the retinol, use that at night. Good question, Teresa. So next, the ferulic plus niacinamide brightener. So these are for specific concerns, right? So the brightener, let's guess what that does. It brightens your skin, right? So that will help with, age spots, discoloration, uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, those things. That's what the ferulic plus niacinamide helps with. You can call it F plus NA for short. Next is the C plus resveratrol line reducer. This helps reduce your lines and fine lines, wrinkles, and resveratrol. If you're like, what the heck is that? Maybe you know what it is. But it's actually an ingredient found in grapes, believe it or not, that they use to make wine with, right, grapes. And resveratrol is what makes a grape so buoyant and smooth and like plump. And then when it gets dehydrated and it's a little raisin, all of that's sucked out of it. So putting the resveratrol on your skin is a really great anti-aging ingredient, and vitamin C too. So that's that one. Next is the PHA plus AHA resurfacer. What this PHAs and AHAs, I like to think of them as like natural exfoliants for your skin. So this resurfaces your new skin and it helps the dead skin come off. So it just kind of speeds up that natural process because we get a new layer of skin every 28 days, which you probably heard Megan say before. So if you don't exfoliate once or twice a week, right, that dead skin builds. So this is really great. Some people are really obsessed with this. Then next is the HA plus ceramide hydrator. This is if you've got really, really dry skin, like you're like, oh my gosh, it's flaky, it's peely, I don't know what to do. Send help. This is really great. And the HA stands for hyaluronic acid, which is like the most powerful moisture binding ingredient. So that is that one. So these all retail for 38, and so they would cost you 19 bucks about. So that is those. And the last thing in here is the dynamic wrinkle limiter. Okay, have you guys heard of the dynamic wrinkle limiter? Did Megan tell you about that? Okay, good. That is 76% as effective as Botox. When I created this little picture, that hadn't come out yet, but I would put it all over this if I could. It's literally insane. When I tell you guys, I got like 10 of them for my big Christmas sale. I did. I sold all of them. I did. And I was like, I need more of these. And they run out every month. So I mean, if you just get like 10 people on the wrinkle limiter, they're 58 bucks. So you do the math, that's what? That's like 20 whatever, 7 bucks. Like I said, I can't do math, but that's like a lot of money in your pocket every single month, even if you just have a few people on the wrinkle limiter. So I always tell people about that wrinkle limiter. And then next, getting into exfoliation, you guys, is we're gonna go through, there's like 4 different types of ways to exfoliate. So you're like, what's the difference between the facial peel and the charcoal mask and the microdermabrasion? Like, what makes them all so different? So basically, they just give you a specific benefit through exfoliating. So like the microdermabrasion, that's a physical exfoliant, but it's not harsh. That's why we love it, because it has these little crystals in it that almost feel like sand. I mean, look at this girl's face. Like her pores shrunk because of the pore minimizer serum that comes in it. The texture gone because it smooths out texture. If someone has acne scars, or really like bumpy skin, this is really good for them. And you can use this twice a week. Most of these you can either use every other week or once a week or twice a week, or you can alternate. Microderm is worth 58 bucks for that full kit, retail. So that's physical exfoliating. Next is chemical exfoliating. And this facial peel, y'all, I don't know. Have any of you tried our HydraFacial before, like that process? Were any of you on there yet? Okay, so we do these great things called HydraFacials. You gotta bring guests. You gotta do it with them because your skin will feel amazing. Or just like get these products. So basically what we do a charcoal mask followed by a facial peel, and we use the Time Wise Repair set. And we figured out that like mimics how your skin would feel after you get a HydraFacial. So it's amazing. And the other night, I did one on myself, and I had never done it. I train it every Thursday and Saturday. I'm like, why have I never done this on my face? So I did it, and my skin is still soft. You guys, I don't have a lick of foundation or concealer on today.
Wow,
This
wow.
is literally just blush and mascara today. Crazy. And my skin feels so soft. So, the charcoal mask that absorbs dead skin and it sucks out dead gunk in your pores and oil, and that's what all these little dots are. So this really goes deep within your pore to suck out that gunk, that oil. And so if someone has blackheads or whiteheads, that charcoal mask, I think this is the thing I sell the most of. I'm not even kidding. So this is 26 bucks retail. And then the peel, this you do it after, but you would only double exfoliate like this like once a month, you guys, okay? If you were doing these like normally, you could just do the peel like every other week and you could do the charcoal like twice a week. But the peel is glycolic acid and glycolic acid, don't let the word peel scare you. Don't let the word acid scare you. Essentially, it just gets off your dead skin 3 layers deep. So it will go the extra work. Like I've got all these like little bumps under my chin, like on my chin. I don't know if anyone else has those, but like clogged pores, or acne or like really deep fine lines like on your neck, like if you have like crepiness or like lines, you guys know what I'm talking about. Some people like have that. This you put it all over there, girl, and it will like literally gets off that dead skin so that it's smooth and it feels like a baby's butt. Like I'm not exaggerating. So that's the glycolic acid peel, and it just sits for 10 minutes and it's amazing. And this is worth 68 retail. And then the last thing would be that PHA AHA resurfacer. That's a natural way to exfoliate. So that's exfoliating, you guys. And everyone should be exfoliating, whether you've got dry skin, young skin, old skin, new skin, whatever. If you're young, you don't need to exfoliate as much. But the wrinkle limiter, you can use that twice a day, Teresa, morning and night. All right, y'all. So next is hydration. And these are your hydration heroes, especially coming into winter. I know here in Connecticut, it's absolutely freezing. We had snow this morning. Um, Literally, it's not on the ground anymore, I wish. But anyways, it gets cold. And there's a couple things that Mary Kay's had like that are OG, like original gangsters. All right. They've been around forever. And so the first couple is the oil-free hydrating gel. And that's someone that has really dry skin but doesn't want something cream-based. They want something like gel-based. And then the intense moisturizing cream. And that's someone that doesn't want like time-wise, they just want something thick and they just want like they're like just give me like thickest cream you got. That's that. And those moisturize for 12 hours and they're 34 each. So that's that. And then next is the extra emollient night cream. This is my absolute favorite unsung hero, okay? This is Mary Kay's like original product that she came out with, and we still have it, and it literally is good for your face. It's good for your hands, your feet. I think it even polishes like leather. Like it just does everything. I don't know why, but it's so cool. And it smells like nostalgic. Like it smells like a cream that I used as a child. I don't know why, but like it's amazing. I keep one next to my nightstand at night because before I go to bed, you like get into bed and you're like, man, I should have put lotion on my hands. Oh, and so I just take this stuff, put it everywhere. It's great. So that's the extra emollient night cream and it's orange. I don't know why, but it's orange, but we love it. Um, and then next is the Time Wise gel mask. This is something that helps with a punch of hydration. This is something really practical that you could sell at a facial. You could have a girl try. So instead of a charcoal mask, maybe have her try a gel mask. And this sits on for 10 minutes. It's clear, and you can actually, fun fact, sleep in it and wash it off in the morning. Because it dries after 10 minutes. So that's really fun. If someone's like, I want a sleep mask, do you have anything like Il Makiage or whatever those masks are? You'd be like, yeah, try this. And then the HA plus ceramide hydrator, of course, that would be good for dry skin. So the Time Wise gel mask, I think that one is 25 bucks retail. The extra emollient night cream, I'm not sure. But those are the hydration buddies. So for eye care, you guys, these hydrogel eye patches, when I tell you that they've got a chokehold on me, I am not exaggerating. I use these every day. But recommended, they say like 2 or 3 times a week, really, you only need them. And they come in a container of 30 pairs, and they last you so long, because you only do them a few times a week. And so they just sit under your eyes for about 20 minutes. And they hydrate and depuff and soothe your eyes. And my favorite hack is to keep these in your fridge so they're extra cold and they're so soothing. They really are. And they're pink and sparkly. And they retail for just 40 bucks for 30 pairs. Yes, put it in the fridge, Teresa. Genius. And the main ingredients in this is like I mean, not glycolic, sorry, glycerin. It's glycerin. It's a really hydrating ingredient, and squalene, it's called. Those are like hydrating ingredients that do their magic in there. And botanical extracts. Yes, I'm so glad your husband loves them, as he should. And then, so those are the hydrogels. And then a little fun thing we have, this is Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. So if someone like doesn't want a cream-based eye product, they want like a gel, or like maybe it's like a kid, like, and they just want some eye cream. This is really good, or like it's really soothing to keep this in your fridge. Like even in the summer, you're like, ooh, this is nice. This is just like a little botanical green tea cucumber little moisturizing eye gel for you. So that's cute. And it's blue. And then last thing is the under eye puffiness reducer. We need to give this a moment. She needs a moment. Can we just appreciate this picture, please? So this is like, you know those commercials? Have you ever seen them where like this guy with like wicked puffy eyes and he puts on this stuff and then it's like a time lapse and like you see a depuff. That's like this stuff. So this is like lasts up to 6 hours and it just like depuffs your eye in like I think it's like oh, what is it? It's like 12 minutes or something like that. It like does its magic. And then you can put your makeup on over it. And then at night you'd use your eye cream. But in the morning you'd use this if you were using this instead of eye cream. And some people just have hereditarily puffy eyes, you guys. Like it can be really hereditary sometimes. Like it can run in like I know a lot of Italians have puppy eyes. And people that have health issues, anything like that. And so this could really help boost someone's confidence. And it's really amazing. So that's just 35 bucks as you guys could see there. And that is the puffiness reducer. Yeah, I see your guys' comments. Wowzers. So I saved the best for last, for supplements before we dive into makeup. And this is anti-aging. So this is what we all love the most, right? So if you're like, if has anyone here ever like heard like the craze of like Korean skincare? Like you guys hear people talk about that? Yeah, Kayla, she's like, yes. So Korean skincare, I mean, Korea, they've got it down. We gotta give it to them. They've got great skin, right? So Mary Kay actually has a product that's catered after Korean skincare, and it's called the Lifting Biocellulose Mask. And what's unique about it, and what most people don't realize, that paper masks, like those sheet masks you get at like the drugstore or whatever, they actually are a lot of times treated with chemicals, the paper that the mask is made out of. And this mask is not paper, it's actually interlocked coconut fibers. Okay, you guys. So if you're like, why is this mask so bougie? Like, it's just a mask. No, it's like literally really legit. So that is what it is. And what this mask does, it's called lifting biocellulose. This is like something you can get done at a spa. Like you can go get a lifting biocellulose mask or treatment. But this box comes with 4 of these masks. Guys, you could probably do this like once a month. Like it's that good. And it's like a facelift and it gives you increased moisture level for 24 hours. So if you're like, you've got maybe Christmas coming up or like a fancy event and you're like, I want to look at my best, get one of these masks and put it on. And it feels so good. So that's the lifting biocellulose. It's a really good gift too, you guys. I think it's 80 bucks retail for 4. So it costs you 40 bucks wholesale, but that's just like 10 bucks a mask when you think of it. And when you think of it, I mean, if you were to go to a spa, it would probably be at least 100 bucks to go get that done. So 10 bucks is not bad. And you could get a box of 4 and you could split it up for Christmas gifts. And like you could put like one in like a little basket for someone. Like that's a really cute idea. So that's the lifting biocellulose mask. The vitamin C and E serum, this is so good. Vitamin C is really popular right now. People are like, oh, I don't know, I've got my vitamin C serum, like I use vitamin C drops or whatever. People are just obsessed with it. I don't even think they know what it does, but essentially it brightens your skin, and mixing it with vitamin E is really great for anti-aging and brightening. My friend, her name's Rebecca. She's a consultant on our team. Shout out to Rebecca. She wouldn't mind me saying this. She had like scars on her face from like a surgery she had or something. I can't remember. But she went to her dermatologist and she was like, your scars are lighter, Rebecca. What are you using? She's like, I've been using this Mary Kay vitamin C and E serum. She's like, wow, that's impressive. It's really working. So this will really help lighten like scars and stuff and anti-age you. And then of course there's the lifting serum and the deep wrinkle filler. This has retinol in it and it's good for wrinkle filling as well. So, y'all, that's anti-aging. And the last couple like fun things, satin lips. This is our lip scrub and lip balm. It's shea butter and will make your lips literally feel like satin. I used to be a chapstickaholic. I'd use chapstick all day, every day. I don't know if anyone can relate. I'd be like, I need some. But I use this twice a day and I am satisfied with it. And then the eye makeup remover, fun fact, this is our number one bestseller in Mary Kay, is our eye makeup remover. It's two parts. One part conditions your lashes, one part removes your makeup, and you shake it up, and it even gets off waterproof makeup. It doesn't sting your eyes because it's oil free, and there's literally no better eye makeup remover on earth. Like, I don't know how they created it, but we sell one every 5 seconds. Pretty cool. And fun fact, every 7 seconds a baby is born, so we actually sell more eye makeup removers than babies are being born in the world. I think it's funny. And then the micellar water gets off your face makeup, and it's really great. Gentle thing to even help double cleanse. So, you guys, let's all take a breather. Get a sip of water. Whew, we'd made it through the skincare and the supplements, and now we're gonna do some makeup. So comment your best takeaway. Kayla, feel free to unmute if you want. Share, what did you learn?
I learned a whole lot. I did not know that the one fun fact is I did not know that the extra emollient night cream was orange. And I did not know that we actually do have a Korean-based skincare product. And I also learned, oh my gosh, the dynamic wrinkle limiter, that's going to be a game changer. Oh my goodness. Um, One question I do have though, if you're doing the time-wise repair set,
Yeah,
and it has the retinol in it,
yeah.
are you able to use like any of the boosters with that, like the retinol booster?
Yeah.
Oh,
So good
yay.
question. The night cream doesn't have active retinol in it. It's just like in there. It's not like
Okay.
strong enough, so it's like active
Okay.
in the retinol set.
Okay.
So you can use other stuff with it too. Yeah, good
Okay.
question.
And I now know what to tell my people who love to say, I can't use anything on my face. My face breaks out no matter what I put on it. Now I can offer them the Mary Kay skincare line. And so that's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
So,
good. And in our outline, this is all in Megan's boards. If you're wondering, you're like, where is this? You know, you can ask Megan to send you her boards, but we have something called overcoming booking objections, and one of them is,
mm.
oh, I've got sensitive skin, sorry. And it kind of has that written out of like how to put that nicely to
Oh,
people.
that's awesome.
So that's there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're gonna do some makeup because the night is flying. So for makeup, if you wear it, y'all, if you wear makeup, wear it. That's what I'm saying. As a skincare and makeup business owner, you know, part of your job is to look like one. And I mean this with all humility, all kindness, all love. I'm not saying you have to go wear a full face of makeup. If that's not your cup of tea, don't do it. You can look at me today. I'm not wearing a full face of makeup. But whatever that might look like for you, just carry yourself and represent yourself in the way you want to be perceived by people. And I mean that by just be the most confident version of you. So whatever that could look like, put on a CC cream, throw on some mascara, maybe do your makeup up if that's your style. But when you feel like $1,000,000, you're gonna act like $1,000,000 and people are gonna treat you like $1,000,000. It's just how the world works. So it's almost like a business thing. Like
Yeah.
it just is. So with makeup consultations, you guys, a couple tips, super quick. Before, like, let's say someone's like, "Oh, I want to do a makeup consultation with you," and you're like, "Okay, let's do it, girlfriend. I've got some Mary Kay makeup. I can help do your makeup." First, before you do the makeup, go through the skincare with her because if her skin ain't looking good, if she needs to exfoliate, her makeup ain't gonna look too good, okay? So do that. And also, you're gonna do that because once Susie is on a skincare set, every 3 months, she's gonna come back, and that's gonna help the retention of your business. That $107 from the repair set, more than the $8 from the mascara, okay? So do the skincare first, because you're also setting her up for success too. You want her makeup to look good because you want her to look good. It's your job. So that's the makeup consultations, and we do have a no touch policy. So that means since you're not a licensed cosmetologist, esthetician, whatever, maybe you are, then go touch all the people you want. But in Mary Kay, you're not that. So we just say use a brush, use an applicator to touch people with, unless they're like your best friend or your grandma, or like, honestly, I'm just like, hey, can I touch your face? Do you mind? And if people are like, people most of the time, they're like, no, I don't care. But just so you know. And then the first thing we're going to do is just a little foundation finding basics. I think that's probably the most helpful thing I could share with you guys tonight in our limited amount of time. And then just some colors and finishing touches. So, first thing before foundation is primer. And if you're like, primer, that just sounds like an extra step that's going to take me more time that I don't need. No, 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 no. Primer is going to make your makeup last longer. It's going to make your pores look smaller. Look at this little orange, okay? This is primer on the left, no primer on the right, all right? And that's literally what it does. And it's really silky. It literally smells like chocolate. This tube's almost gone because I use it every day. I put it on today, even though I wasn't wearing, foundation because I was like, I just need my pores to look good. So that's your primer, and it has SPF 15 in it. And then for foundation finding, we're just gonna do an ABC, okay? ABC, we love it. It's easy that way. So first things first, before we get into like finding if you're cool, neutral, or warm, first is choosing what coverage you like. So once you're done with the skincare, with your appointment, you've showed them the Spa Bar special sheet, okay? Always show them that you guys probably saw at your facials. So now we're moving on to makeup, okay? You're gonna ask her, what is your typical makeup routine, Susie? Like, tell me what you use. Just like when we ask people, Megan probably asked you guys, what are you currently using to take care of your skin? So you're gonna also ask them, what are you currently using to do your makeup, okay? And so they're gonna tell you, and then you're gonna say, okay, and so with your foundation, do you prefer like light to medium coverage? Do you prefer little to no coverage? Medium to full? What do we prefer? So then you're going to be able to pick what product to use first. So a cream to powder foundation, that's kind of medium to full coverage. It's in a little square comp that you can put in our compacts. And then CC cream, I think that's our most popular because it's light to medium coverage, and it is amazing. It has SPF 15 in it. Think like tinted moisturizer, okay? CC cream is great. It stands for color correcting. And then perfecting concealer, that's like if she wants little to no coverage. So that's just, spot correcting, right? A little bit here, a little bit there. And then the Time Wise foundation, that's if she wants like medium to full coverage and it's has anti-aging in it. So that's your first step. A, choose your base. What coverage do you prefer, Susie? B, we're gonna find out what shades she is. So is she cool? Is she neutral? Is she warm? This little sheet kind of helps you guys. So you can ask her, Susie, show me your veins. She's gonna be like, what? No, you're like, just trust me. So if your veins are bluish purple like mine are, trigger warning, sorry if you're scared of veins. That means you're cool. And if they're green, that means you're warm. And most likely, not a lot of people are going to be neutral. Like they typically always lean more to one side than the other. If you look good in silver jewelry, you're cool. If you look good in gold, you're warm, etc. You kind of get it. So that's like how to tell. And then from there, you can pick if she's ivory, beige, or bronze, typically just by looking at someone. Like you can really tell, let's be honest. So that's kind of what you do to find her shade. And then to set up for success, you can set it with powder because creams, if you don't set them, they will slide, okay? Because they're liquid, okay? So even if you're like, maybe you're like, I'm old. Do I need powder? I don't want it to set into my wrinkles. Just use a little bit and it will help and it will really make it last longer. So that is this. And the under eye corrector, last thing I'll say is my top makeup pick. This is my preferred foundation every day. I do it all under my eyes, a little bit to color correct because it just happens to match my skin tone. And it is amazing. Look at this girl's eye. So that's like foundation, you guys. And if you want, just practice with makeup, you guys. That's like the best thing I could say. If you want us to send you like a list of the most popular foundation colors to like get your makeup kit started, we can do that. Like if you're like, oh, I just want like to get the 6 most popular colors and then I can like have some, like just let us know. So that's that. And then as far as color goes, all our palettes are like big magnets. So all the colors like they stick in, all the blushes, eyeshadows, like it's so cool. So you don't have to be stuck with like a random yellow you're never gonna wear in your life. Like we've all got that palette with that one color that you're like, she's never getting touched. And you can get a big one. It's called a pro palette, a medium one. It's called a perfect palette, and a little one. It's called a petite palette. And there's a ton of different eyeshadows and blushes. I won't go into all of them right now, but there's really great color and it's really cool. With makeup, guys, just practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you were to go like, let's say I'm trying to think of something. I don't know. Like Fatima, she bakes, right? She cooks. So let's say she's doing a baking competition. She's not going to bake her first cake the day of the competition, right? She's probably going to practice her recipe. She's going to perfect it. It's the same with our makeup, but why do the day we're going to our like fancy dinner is the first time we're trying our makeup, right? You're like, I've got 5 minutes. I need to wear makeup. Practice on rainy days. Practice on days you're not going anywhere. Then you're going to get better. And when in doubt, blend it out. And it's all about placement and brushes just it helps so much. So this I'm going to tell you about at the end. But to put a cherry on our makeup ice cream sundae, you guys, that we're building here. All of our liners are waterproof, whether it's for your lips, your eyebrows, they're all waterproof, and your eyeliner too. There's really great liners. And our mascaras, there's 6 of them. And it's really just brush difference, I would say, that like separates them from the rest. For lipsticks, there's matte, semi-shine, or hydrating. My favorite is hydrating because it's like a tinted lip balm. And then the lip gloss is amazing. It has vitamin C and E in it. And then the last thing for makeup, you guys, finishing spray makes it last for 16 hours. So you best believe I douse my face in this every time I do my makeup. Because if you're gonna spend like 10, 20 minutes doing your makeup, you don't want it to like last for like 2 minutes. I'm just kidding. Mary Kay makeup really does last well. It really does, you guys. But this setting spray helps. And the last thing is a recap on this makeup. So before makeup, we do skincare. And after makeup, just like when you close the sale with skincare, go through everything you used because Susie probably forgot because you did 20 things on her face. So be like, we started with your primer. Then we did your foundation. How did you like that? And ask yourself, is she set up for success? So if she's buying foundation, say, oh my gosh, do you have a foundation brush you're currently using that you're obsessed with? Do you think you need one of those too? Or did you probably want to grab one of those too? They're just 12 bucks. And that way it helps your sale, but you're also helping her do her makeup as best as possible. And take a picture. It helps with Facebook. It helps with her seeing what she looks like. And that's my last thing on makeup, you guys. So body care is pretty self-explanatory. We've got satin hands, feet lotion, and great body lotion, you guys. Try our Time Wise body lotion. It's like Spanx in a bottle. So your homework for tonight, ladies, is to do Color Confident on Mary Kay In Touch. It's how you can learn about all the makeup and get your little bling badge online. And if you do that in the next 2 weeks, I will mail you a prize. Okay, so just send me a screenshot like I did it, and then I'll mail you a prize. So that is our conclusion tonight on our product knowledge. So I'm going to stop our